Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gray, your one and only Corrupted Angel, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the auction house. It's a War Thunder video, specifically a old school rant video for all of the OGs that remember these. But this is something that I wanted to talk about specifically because it is deeply concerning to me. The auction house is not great, to say the least. There is a lot of scariness involved in this prospect. If you don't know what this is, the auction house is essentially a player-created cost for items in game. If we scroll down on this article here, you can see how the auction house works. You can see the rules of the auction house. But basically, the way that we can see it is in this section right here. And this is the testing the auction. Now, I see a few things that are deeply concerning about this. Number one is, if you look here, basically the way it works is there are these three rewards. There is the Spring Festival Avatar Frame, the VT4A1 Camouflage, and the J10A Camouflage as well. These three items are on the auction house. They are 100 pieces. They are 100 of these skins available / item frames available for each one, and they have a starting price and an end price. The end price will be a player-created end price, essentially. So it will start at 1 Gaijin coin. People will then bid on the skin and on the avatar frame by saying, hey, I'll pay 2 Gaijin coin, 3 Gaijin coin, 4 Gaijin coin, 5.5 Gaijin coin. And it'll keep increasing until people start to say, no, I don't want to spend that much money. They will dip out of it. And basically, the top 100 bidders will obtain these items. An example given is that if 1,000 people bid, the top 100 will get them. If only 100 people bid, then everyone will get them. However, if you haven't realized, in War Thunder, specifically when I play, there is over 100,000 people active at any given time in this game. Sometimes 200,000. There is 1 million followers on this category of Twitch. There is thousands of people watching content for this game and playing this game. So the fact that there is only 100 pieces available for an item means that it is incredibly exclusive. There are currently thousands of tanks available on the Gaijin marketplace that go for lots of money. And that is with them being in the thousands of quantity. Even in the hundreds of quantity, this is a scary, scary thing to sell. Because while 2 camouflages for very niche vehicles is perfectly fine to put on an auction house, what is scary is the implication of this and what this would happen to approve of if it were to be successful. Now, I love this game, and as a War Thunder partner myself, I am in all full support of this game. However, when a practice like this, it could potentially lead down a very slippery slope and needs to be something that is very, very carefully looked at and strictly looked at, is implemented to the game, it is a bit scary. If this ever transpires where there is a auction house tank, even if it was something that's already been released like a Stern Tiger, this could be a hugely detrimental part of the game. and will never in any way, shape, or form be pro player base. And I think that is the worst part. I don't mind gamble crates that are for Silver Lions. I think that's perfectly fine. I don't mind gamble crates that have prizes that you can spend real money on that are guaranteed. For example, the 10 or the 1,000, GE crates that they released over Christmas, where you would get randomized premium vehicles that were already purchasable on the store and in the game. That to me is fine, because you're basically paying money to potentially get something for cheaper than it actually is, and ultimately you could just buy that thing outright instead, and that's on you if you want to gamble that. But when it comes to essentially anti-consumer practices or gambling that is essentially artificially inflating things with rarity and that sort of thing like that, it becomes a severe issue, because that can really, really end poorly, and I hate to see that in games. I hope that this test does not succeed, or at the very least, even if it does succeed, does not continue, because it really is this essentially weaponization of FOMO and this essentially like fabricated investment opportunity, where if you obtain one of these 100 pieces for the VT4A1 and it turns out that 60 out of the 100 gets consumed by the person buying them, and you wait your 180 days for these things to be available on the market, you can then sell them for more than what you bought them for, etc., right? All of this can really be detrimental to the player base. It can be detrimental to those that are wanting to get into the game, especially if this ends up going down the route of vehicles being available this way. We already see a lot of people that start the game fresh really wanting a lot of those previous event vehicles, those previous birthday vehicles that just essentially don't ever come back around. I would love to see guaranteed ways of obtaining those previous event vehicles. I definitely see a world where they start rerunning events while brand new events are occurring. Maybe when this new jet fighter event starts, they could run a Sturm Tiger event or something for the ground players that is just a rerun, so that way people can slowly obtain these vehicles, even if it is at the incredibly high bar of 45,000 score or something like that, where only dedicated players can obtain them. Whatever the case is, I really do think that ultimately something needs to be said about this auction house, and I hope to God that as a community we can express a sense of not disdain, but rather weariness of something like this in terms of practice, and hopefully Gaijin will understand us and support us as a community, and we can then support them as a game creator and reward them with expenditure that is essentially well earned through good practice and respect, rather than poor practice and potentially troublesome choices. Nevertheless, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the rant, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts below. I genuinely will read all of them. I reply to every single comment, and very much so. If you haven't already, check me out over on Twitch. I am live every single day. I play War Thunder every single day. Like I mentioned, I'm a War Thunder partner, and I am always here to support anyone in the community, whether they want to come play some games with me or if they want to ask me questions, or just have a chat and sit back, relax, and have some fun, please, if you haven't already, share the video around so that way you can spread the love, because the more love these videos get, the more I can do War Thunder content, whether it be gameplay or whatever have you. So thank you very much. See you in the next one, and I hope that you all have a safe and wonderful afternoon. Bye.